Welcome to Switched On, Paul speaking, and carrying on our series of looking at the 51 worldwide games, some of them in some more detail, sort of zeroing in on those games. And today, well, this video is featuring bowling, of course, bowling. A lot of people were looking forward to this one when the collection was announced. And apologies if my audio has gone a little bit funky for this video, but I'm standing up. Actually got off my chair and using my lapel mic. So, bowling, pretty straightforward. You can only use motion controls. You can play it with bumpers on or off, and that's about as far as the options go. There's the option to play 5 frames, 10 frames, or what they call challenge bowling, which is, how can I describe that? Basically, it's different layouts of pins, so they're not in a diamond formation. So it's 10, you get 1 bowl each, over 10 frames still, but the layouts of the balls are different. A little bit strange. Sort of strikes and spares still count, oddly enough. So yeah, wasn't my favourite mode. I like just to play straight up bowling. We're going to try a little 5-frame game. There is a few things I've seen when people were reviewing this. They were calling this the Wii Sports killer. The bowling on Wii Sports obviously is brilliant. I personally don't think this is a Wii Sports killer. It is excellent, and as we go along here, I'll tell you for why. As we get a strike for the first bowl. Firstly, the lanes are really short, which is a little bit odd. Not a massive problem, but you know, just worth noting. The other issue is the spin. It's really hard to do. I don't know what the technical term for it is, but the sort of the outward spin. I'm right-handed, so if I want to spin the ball away to the right, quite hard to do. Sort of the inward curl, so curling it to the left for a right-hander is quite simple. You sort of kind of flick your wrist as you bowl, but bowling the other way doesn't seem to register as well, causes some issues. So the mechanics are fairly similar to Wii Sports Bowling. Use the single Joy-Con joystick to move the ball around the area. You can move it forwards and backwards, and the 2 side buttons, which on my Joy-Con at the moment, the way I'm holding it, are A and Y to move your aim left and right. Hold down the R button. Now, where some people are going wrong, they're saying the mechanics aren't working and they're struggling to get the game working properly, is that a little bit like what they used to with Wii Sports maybe, is they're letting go of the R button when they throw. You do not let go of the R button. Keep it held down for the entire duration of the throw. Don't let go of it at all. Just keep it held down. And mechanics work okay. So they're not 100% spot on, and I would say because of that, the game isn't as good as Wii Sports Bowling. The other major problem that I've got with bowling is that locally you can only play 2 players. What an absolute cry shame that is. Especially, you know, again, those Wii Sport parties, you used to have all your mates round and, you know, spend the night playing bowling. 2 players only on here. Hopefully they can update it. I don't hold out much hope they will. So yeah, a little bit, if you're looking forward to like a bowling party, like from the Wii days, you're going to be sadly disappointed. Kind of lost all my all my control, my mechanics there as we got towards the end of that video. But there you go, that is bowling. I'm going to do another frame, so stick around if you want to see more gameplay. Always forget when you go back to the main menu, you have to rotate the controller back around to the horizontal alignment. Get these silly little intros. Let's play another 5 frames. I've only played this multiplayer before as well, so it appears there's no AI players, which is quite interesting. I'm just going to try and move out of the way a little bit and move my chair out of the way. Yeah, so there's no AI, which is a little bit disappointing. So what did we score last time? 54. Let's try and beat 54. Mechanics are fairly simple. There's not a massive amount to talk about. I mean, the graphics and sound in this one are really nice. Just those couple of issues. Just wish the lanes were a little bit longer. Just wish the spins would register a little bit easier. I mean, I think, to be honest, the technology in the Joy-Cons is still pretty good. It doesn't need, you know, that sensor bar that the Wii needed for the pointer and all that kind of thing. Just doesn't feel quite as accurate, especially once you got the Wii Motion Plus on your Wiimote to really increase that accurability. Is that even a word? Accuracy. So yeah, 2 players only. You can play this online, so it's going to be a popular game to play online. I've absolutely no doubt. Could have actually played an online game. I might try that actually. If you want to stick around, I'm going to go and try and play this online. See if we can curl it. We did get a curl away from us that time, curl to the right. But yeah, we'll quickly jump on. I really think that getting an online game here will be pretty straightforward for bowling. As I say, it's a popular one of the 51 games that people tend to always be waiting for games for. You can see how quickly you can play through 5 frames. Try saying that 10 times. Yeah, especially one player. I just remember when Wii Sports first came out and we was playing bowling on that, you'd really get into the action and you'd be like running through like the hallway into the front room and then like going down on one knee to sort of get the bowling action going. But yeah, you could probably play this one sitting down on the Switch. So there we go, 55. I think we got more than we scored last time. Let's have a look online, see if we can get a online game going. So we'll go back to the main menu, select online, select play with anyone. Challenge players from around the world. So here we go. Didn't take too long to find somebody as expected, and hopefully get a little bit of multiplayer bowling going here so you can see how this works. That's not a bad start, is it? Starting off with a strike. I hope they don't rage quit on my mad skills. Playing somebody called Donut. Hopefully. If he decides to play, he's going to quit in disgust. Here we go. Well, let's not be too hasty to judge. There's a Donut throws it down the gully. Oh dear. Okay. Not a good start for my opponent as he picks up 1. As long as he doesn't rage quit, we'll be fine. Right, spin that one in. Ooh. 8 that time. That's going to curl away, but just about clips the 2 spare. Wasn't the best throw in the world. Okay, come on Donut, you can do it. Well, it's going to get there eventually. At least he hit the target this time. There's also no choice in colour of the balls either, so it's always a blue and a pink player. If you're wondering, again, I believe in Wii Sports you can pick the colour of your ball if that's something that's important to you. Oh, that's a horrible split, but we should be okay. If we aim for the right hand side, we should hopefully be able to shoot something across. And get a pin across the other side. Oh, it doesn't quite pay off. Just the 8 that time. Wondering if the way sort of the ball's moving around, I wonder if the opponent Donut here is actually using a touch screen. It is an option that you can use. Use motion controls or touchscreen controls. You can use touchscreen controls, I think, in all the games. I think. Certainly like darts that I put a video up earlier can use the touchscreen in that as well, as I think I mentioned during my gameplay. it's just curled away at the last. I think that's the thing with the controls that I was mentioning earlier as well, is I think comparing it to Wii Sports, maybe rose tinted glasses, and I did play Wii Sports Bowling not that long ago, about 6 months ago. Dug out one of the Wii's in my cupboard and fired it up again, but it always seems to be 100% accurate. I think that's what made it so good. Every bowl went where you wanted it. Now what I've experienced so far of bowling here on the Switch, it isn't 100%. It's pretty close. You're looking at sort of 98, 99%. You know, of what you want the game to do, it does. But you know, when you're comparing it to Wii Sports, that really was 100% perfect, then you know you can't help but feel disappointed. So you know, as I say, a lot of reviewers have said this is the Wii Sports killer. Personally, it's a really, really fun bowling game. It's just not quite as good as Wii Sports for me. So as the Donut takes his last couple of bowls, we're going to be getting ready to wrap this one up. That is the online mode, and I hope you have more joy getting a more worthy opponent than I found. But there you go. It wasn't a great score either, 61-20. But that is 51 classics or 51 worldwide games. Toy bowling. Gonna end that video there. So thanks a lot for watching. Please leave me a comment below what you think comparing this to Wii Sports Bowling, and please give me a thumbs up and a subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It'd be really appreciated. Until next time, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you all again soon. Cheers guys, bye bye.